Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Tyler Huntley and the Dallas Cowboys.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Huntley. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Let's go. That's interference. Defense.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 17 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown. To throw, Huntley.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Huntley to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Huntley. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run here with Sims. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got Bellinger. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To throw, it's Lance. There's Chris Olave. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Sims. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Sims. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 24. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Sims. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Sims on the run. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Huntley looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, they run with Sims. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now they run with Sims, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lance. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sims, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Huntley got his man complete over the middle. It's Lambert. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And just a yard to go here on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run the counter. It's Sims. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Lance going to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Lance. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The kick by Bass is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the... And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Huntley caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They'll look to throw again. Steps away, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Huntley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. from the 29. Lance. This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Lance looking to throw it. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On second and very short, Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That is caught by Lamb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down. Huntley. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you, well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Lance's throw brought in by Bellinger. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 35. On first down, Lance trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On first down, Huntley. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Throwing on first down is Lance. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got his target, Harris. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. It's a gain of 34.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll run on first down. Sims. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And Lance now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, Huntley steps away. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Huntley. Throw left side complete. That's Lambert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. San Francisco's offense returns to the field as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Sims. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Lance, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Throwing his Lance on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Lance. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on second down, Lance. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown. Chris Olave with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Lance going to try to throw for this. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll work down inside the 45. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sims.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
He's got it at the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Sims. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a handoff up the middle. Mackey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
The kick by Bass is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing in a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Williams.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley, his throw incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun.
Huntley. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. And the drive begins here with Sims. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run here with Sims. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 51 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Sims. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Now Sims. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Sims. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. He finds his man, complete. That's Lambert.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Huntley.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the 49ers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week.